I was debating on doing this video, but considering we own 4 Honda J35 V6 engines, it might not be a bad video to do on how to do an oil change on these fine vehicles. So step 1 is to rotate the steering wheel all the way over to the right, and you will see in this video later why you do that. Second step is to turn off your car. Next is to pop the hood, and most second gens, the hood release is right down here. The next step is to pop the hood, and if you reach your finger under here, there is a lever that you'll push to the right to release the hood and lift up. The hood prop fits in here, and way down here is the oil fill that you unscrew. And we'll put that right there so it doesn't get lost. You'll need the following items: an oil filter, pliers. I highly recommend pliers. A 17 mil wrench. It doesn't have to be a gear wrench, but it makes life easier. An oil drain pan, which Honda nicely gives every V6 owner. If you look in your spare tire compartment, there will be a drain pan there, and that is exactly what this plastic thing is for. You'll need a filter, some 5 quarts of 5W20 oil, Marvel mystery oil, not necessarily. I like to do this probably every other fill up on older vehicles just to keep the valve train clean. A funnel, and caffeine of your choosing. The first thing we're going to do is put the oil pan under, or the oil drain bucket, pan, whatever you want to call it, underneath the oil pan. As you can see, the reason why you crank your tire all the way to the right is so that you can access the filter. It is right smack dab at the passenger corner of the vehicle. Very easy to get to. Next, we're going to use our 17 mil wrench to loosen up the drain bolt on the oil pan. Not the best angle, but you can see the bolt right there. You want to loosen that up with your 17 mil wrench. And the fun part, you just let that drain. Grab some of your caffeine that I was talking about earlier. Should be just about done draining. We're going to take our oil plug and screw that right back in. Unfortunately, I can't feel myself doing it because I don't have a third hand. Next thing we're going to do is reposition our hand underneath the oil filter. I'm going to slide that out a little bit more. And use our pliers to remove that filter. As you can see, there's usually a little bit left in the oil filter, so go slow when you're unscrewing the filter because your hands will get dirty. The only reason why I like to reposition the oil drain pan, so that'll unscrew. After you get the filter off, you're going to see the filter base, and we're going to screw the new filter on. Again, I'm going to screw this back on. I fortunately have to do it off camera because I don't want to drop my phone into the drain pan Next, we're going to put the funnel into the filter hole that we just took the cap off earlier. I really recommend that you get a long funnel. The longer the better, because there are a lot of fill holes on this vehicle that are really hard to get to. And then we take and we slowly fill the oil in. Next, we're going to put about a half bottle of Marvel Mystery Oil. I do this about every 5 fill-ups. It just kind of keeps the gunk out of the valve train. Kind of good to use on older engines. Is it absolutely necessary? No. Just kind of an insurance policy to keep things cleaned up. We'll remove our funnel. And return the cap to its proper home. And we're done. That is how to do an oil change on a J35 Honda engine. I was debating on doing this video, but considering we own 4 Honda J35 V6 engines, it might not be a bad video to do on how to do an oil change on these fine vehicles. So step 1 is to rotate the steering wheel all the way over to the right, and you will see in this video later why you do that. Second step is to turn off your car. Next is to pop the hood, and most second gens, the hood release is right down here.